Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on 3 movies. One is called Me, another's called Crossing, and the other's called Paddington in Peru. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 14 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Can't tell. This feels like a TV show, but I think it's billed. It's billed as a movie. It's called Me, and the idea, it's a kid superhero who can transform into other people. Like, he can look like other kids. It's not much of a superpower, but it's kind of cool. I don't know why he can do it. And then later in the movie, he keeps saying find your purpose, and then later in the movie he teams up with other teens with superpowers to fight a bad guy. It's a little bit generic. Feels like a very generic sort of kids superhero movie. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I don't really get it, or why it's called Me. I don't know. Was this made in another country? Is that why it just feels like the sensibilities are off? I guess not. It was streaming July 12th on Apple. So, pretty much your standard superhero story, I guess. Kid discovers he has powers in the first act. He can look like other people. And he's got a hot girlfriend. And he's trying to figure out his powers. And they work by him, like, getting stressed out, I guess. And then he's trying to control them. At the same time, there's something going on in the world with the evil villain, and so as he's controlling the power, then he gets roped into fighting some evil villain. Maybe he's having visions, and here he is with his 3 girlfriends, and then he has visions of a bad guy, and he's going to fight him, and he has to discover himself, and I don't know, he does, and they defeat the bad guy. It's a kid's movie. I don't know, it feels very generic to me. Let's read the write-up. Nothing, right? Nothing. I guess. If you can't get enough superhero stuff. Then there's Crossing. This is a foreign movie about a woman trying to find her niece, who's really a trans woman. And Istanbul. So she goes to Istanbul, not Constantinople. And this kid offers to help translate. And, I got a voicemail. I'll have to check that later. He offers to translate. So he goes with her to find this trans woman because she promised her mother that she would. So this is her niece, so she promised her sister she'd basically save the trans woman from, I think she's in Istanbul, hooking. So it's kind of sad, and then, but it's kind of a, low-key inspirational movie, and then she takes this journey to find her niece. Does she find her? Crossing, I think, refers to, she crosses, I don't know what country she comes from, but maybe she crosses the Mediterranean into Istanbul or something like that. Where is Istanbul? It's not Constantinople. Damn it. She crosses some body of water. Anyhow, along the way she finds love. Does she find her niece? Does she not? I don't know. It's an art house movie. It could kind of go either way. It is subtitled. It kind of looked well made, I'll say that. It looks mildly engaging. So first act is a wind up where she decides to keep the promise to her sister who's just passed on. The guy on the left decides to go with her. Second act, they go to Istanbul. It's a very imposing city. It's very big. They're stopping in various brothels looking for her niece. Can't find her. Maybe she doesn't want to be found. She meets a love interest along the way. And do they find her? Do they not? I don't know. With an art house movie, it could go either way. It could end with her never finding her. Could end with her finding her dead. it could end with her finding her, and then she says, "Why did you bother? I have a new life now." Um, or she finds her and that's the end of the movie, or she finds her and then brings her home. Like the goal in the movie is she finds her and brings her home. Though it will inevitably be a scene where the woman is like, "Oh no, I think I'm going to give up," and the guy she's with says, "No, you can't give up now. We're so close," kind of thing. Or maybe her boyfriend plays that role, something like that. But it looks very different. This is kind of art house movie, I would say. Um, yeah, I'd probably see it. It doesn't look bad. It looks well made. It's just, it's very esoteric. Um, Maybe it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be woke, just because there's a trans person in it. At least it's sort of a realistic, I think it's a more realistic portrayal, especially in an old country like this. It's kind of where trans people are going to end up. They're going to end up in situations like that a lot of times, especially if they don't have like a big family support network. So, and it makes for interesting drama. It's rooted in, I think, a realism there. All right, moving on to Paddington. Paddington 3. I didn't see Paddington 1 or 2. Will I be lost? Paddington in Peru. So Paddington the bear is going to Peru to see his aunt, because his aunt is the one who found him when he was a cub and raised him. And then he gets there only to find, he brings his whole family, but they find that his aunt has gone into the jungle. Antonio Banderas is in it as a handsome ferryman, kind of a fun character, but finds out she went into the Amazon on a quest, and now they have to go, him and the family have to go find her. So it's a cute sort of kids movie. I would kind of, I don't know, I don't mind it. It's not, it's a kids movie. I don't know if I would see it. It's mildly amusing to me. Seems fine. They got a bit here with his passport that they're doing. November 8th. Definitely a good movie for your kids, I think. A wholesome, nice movie about a friendly bear. So, I don't know if I'd see it unless it was like free. I definitely wouldn't go to the theaters for it. But if it was on and somebody said, "Oh, it's a cute movie, we'll just kill some time," if I was doing something else, maybe I'd put it on. I mean, it looks like it's quality. Again, I think your kids would like it. So, I got 3 movies. 2 kids movies and a drama. Out of those 3, so Paddington in Peru, Crossing, and Me. Well, obviously, I think Me is on the bottom. It's just too generic. Not a lot of excitement here for me. It looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's Apple TV. I'd wait for the reviews. Number 2 would be Paddington, only because, again, I'm a grown man. Plus, I didn't see Paddington 1 or 2. I'd be lost. No, it looks fine. And then number 1 would be Crossing. I mean, it looks interesting. Like, I like to watch foreign movies to see how life works in foreign countries. And this seems to me a more realistic portrayal of, I mean, if you even get to see the niece, at least they're, I think portraying it in a realistic setting. So, in a country like Turkey. So, yeah. Okay. I'm not excited to see any of them, though, really. To be honest, for the few amount of movies I see, most of these would be off my radar. This one would only be like an art house thing. If I was in my fancy arty move, "Oh, I just saw Crossing. Did you see Crossing?" Oh. That kind of thing. But anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say, take it. I will be at the Gloucester Township Farmers Mart tomorrow from 4 to 9 with my books outside at Veterans Park. And then on Friday, I'm going to Crossroad Comics and Collectibles in Pittman, New Jersey from 2 to 6. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.